Hey everyone. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the generate parentheses problem. This problem is another one of those backtracking algorithms where you generate permutations of a string, but we kind of have a set of rules by which we can generate this string. It's not all permutations, it's only valid permutations. So we're going to talk about how to use a backtracking approach in order to generate those permutations. Okay, so the way that this works is basically first what we have to do is we have to generate our base permutations. We have to generate our first cases. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll kind of add a set of parentheses to every place in the valid string where we could put parentheses. And you'll see that kind of make the parentheses strings grow out of smaller permutation sets. So we're going to take our small permutation sets of smaller numbers and then use them to grow larger numbers of permutation sets. Okay, so let's write that down. So let's say what we're going to do is first generate the initial set, right? List of length 1 that has just our basic, set of parentheses. If we passed in 1 for n, what we would return is this, because that's the only valid number of, or the only valid configuration for 2 parentheses or one set of parentheses. And then for every number from 1 to n inclusive, loop over the string of parens, or loop over every element in the last list we generated, right? And then in there, what we'll do is we'll loop over the string, and you can kind of see how we did it here. If you look at this is one valid set, and this is another valid set, but these two here came from there being this one and this, just these two, right? Let me draw a picture here. So if we start with this, then we loop over this by putting parentheses here, putting parentheses here, and putting parentheses here. So we start with this, and then we insert a set of complete parentheses in every spot. So loop over the string and insert a set of complete parentheses in every place in each permutation. Okay, and then after we're done with that, we'll move on to the next permutation, right? And at the end of that, set the last list to the current list of permutations. So that way we'll take this list of permutations, and on the next go around, we'll loop over all of these. We'll say, okay, so for each one of these, there's actually 1, 2, 3 of these, 1, 2, 3 of these, and 1, 2, 3 of these. And then for each one of those, we'll add one here, we'll add one here in this second spot, and then we'll add one here in this third spot. Then for this one, we'll add one here. In this next one, we'll add one here. And then in this one, we'll add one here. And then here, we'll add one in front. We'll add one in the first set, and we'll add one in the second set. And that way we get all the different permutations. And then to do it again, we would kind of go through and we'd make, 3 more of each of these. So every single one of these kind of becomes another set to permute. So, so that's the pseudocode, and in the next video, we're going to talk about how to translate that pseudocode into Python.